Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town. The sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's going on? This is Salty Language episode 290.
Sexiest podcast on all the networks, Brian.
Yep. 290. We're finally starting the downhill to 300.
I know, right?
Yep.
Shit's crazy.
I know.
10 away.
Yep. Until people realize that we're actually going to hang it up at 299.
That, you know how sickeningly funny that would be?
Yeah, on the 299th episode, we're just like, stay tuned for big stuff in the next episode, and then never put it out.
The never.
Oh.
If forever is not put out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But, you know.
Yeah, I'm down for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, but we're getting all away right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn it. Well, I guess we can't do that then. We'll have to wait till 399 or something.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I'm Tony.
Oh, yeah, and I'm Brian. Allegedly.
Nice.
I don't know.
Allegedly. You could be just a bunch of raccoons in a Brian suit.
I might be. Yeah, it might be. That is something
Just
I would
saying.
do. You know, I'm like, it's Sunday. I really don't feel like doing this. You know, I got to get ready because The Walking Dead's on in a little bit, you know.
It's true. It is very weird.
Yeah.
Doing this on a Sunday.
Yeah, very.
You know?
I know.
That's my fault.
It's throwing me all off. Cause, you know, after we do this, you know, I run things through the Fixamigator 3000 and then post it. And, you know, I have to do that for, both podcasts, but I have other stuff to do tonight too. Cause, you know, I got to do some, cleaning and laundry, and it's just going to be a hell of a night.
It's just all this adulting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I just don't like it. And the raccoons won't do it for me. They're terrible at laundry. I don't know if you've ever had a Brian suit full of raccoons do laundry. No good.
Does not work good.
No. They start out okay, but then they just end up rooting through the trash. It's no good.
Right?
So, what can you do?
What can you do, Brian? What can you do?
Dress them all up as little wrestlers and put them in a ring. And anyway, moving on.
Yes, that's what you can do.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
Royal Rumble, the Raccoon Royal Rumble.
I like it. Just got all that alliteration.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too.
Yeah.
Was it RWN, Raccoon Wrestling Network?
Wrestling.
Or wrestling, you're right.
Yes. like, oh, geez, are these guys luchadors? They're all wearing masks.
Right.
Oh my God, a raccoon in a luchador mask.
Yes, please.
Oh my God. I want this to happen so much now.
Right.
Maybe we'll add this as a side attraction at Hobo Gulch. You know,
Raccoon wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestling. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
luchador wrestling. So
well,
like
not all
around
of them.
And...
Not all of them. You know, we want to have a variety of styles. You have to have some technicians and power guys. You know, and then also have the luchadors. You know, because who doesn't like watching high risk squirrel or raccoons? Squirrels.
Now, do they really need a mask? 'Cause they already have those cute bandit masks.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, they're luchadors, so, you know, I mean, they should have a luchador mask on.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're just all going to look like the Repo Man.
God damn it.
That's
Goddamn
a terrible,
Repo Man.
Terrible old wrestling gimmick.
So bad.
And to think that guy was in Demolition. Yeah.
So bad.
He went from being a leather daddy to a Repo Man.
Just like that.
Yeah. And now he's still going around as Demolition, even though he's like 100. Which is terrifying.
What is he demolishing except everyone's hopes and dreams?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Right?
It's just so funny. Like, there's a meet and greet, you know, you walk up to him and you're like, I forgot his name, but you know, you're like, hey, I think it's Axe. But anyway, you know, you're like, hey, you know, thanks for signing this for me. And he's like, oh, that's cool. What do you want to do in life? And you're like, I want to be an architect. And he just shits all over it. Oh, demolished.
Nice.
Oh.
That might be his new gimmick.
That's terrible. You wouldn't think people would keep getting in line for that.
That's all I want to say. That could be a web series. It's him just ruining people's lives.
Yeah. But not just at meet and greets, just everywhere.
Just everywhere.
Yeah. He's a greeter at Walmart or something. Just does it, you know.
Like someone walks out of Starbucks, he just smacks the coffee out of her hand. And then I like the fist pump.
Demolished. Demolished. Yeah.
And then walks away. And of course, he's in full Demolition regalia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So he's got his thinking,
spikes and leather nutters on.
I'm trying to decide if it should be the walk to the ring gear, to where they also have like the chaps and the mask on, or if it should be, you know, just the wrestling attire. Because, you
it depends on the video.
Right, because his face is all painted up, of course.
Yeah, well, of course.
You know, because Demolition.
Goddamn Demolished.
I hope everyone's taking their drink for the early in the show wrestling references. So,
well, yes.
Who would have thought we would have gotten to Demolished, our new prank TV show, from talking about raccoon wrestling?
I know, for sure. Ooh, yeah. There you go. Wrestling soundbite.
Which I also think would, you know, have a place on our network.
Demolished or Raccoon Wrestling?
Raccoon Wrestling, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I really want to watch just Demolished.
Either. I mean, honestly, they could go back to back. You know?
Yeah. Or maybe he takes the angle of like Vanilla Ice and becomes like a contractor.
And just demolishes things?
But he just wrecks the house.
Move that bus. The house is just in tatters.
It's just got big holes in the walls.
Yeah.
And,
There you go. He hands him a bill, yells demolished, and runs away.
yes. It's Move That Bus. It's just some like shitty RV
Yeah. Well, it's his.
that he lives in. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just, you hear tires squealing as he's just taking off. Sucker!
Demolished. Till it breaks down halfway down.
Right, yeah, like 20 feet down the street.
Yeah.
Well, it backfires and then, it sputters for a little bit. Oh, man. I like this idea a lot.
Right.
I'll contact WWE Network about it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Same with
they should have room for Demolished.
Right. Same with Raccoon Wrestling. That way we can get all the gimmicks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because if we do it on our own, we won't. There'll be a lot of characters we won't be able to use. So
The hardest part is going to be training all those wily raccoons.
also probably dressing them because
Yeah,
I imagine they're not going to enjoy being dressed up.
they're pretty much vicious animals.
Right. And teaching one of them to tear his shirt like Hulk Hogan.
Well, they do have those little hands. That's
Yeah.
doable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to put like some sort of treat in the inside of a shirt.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Just make the shirt out of like a fruit roll up or something, maybe.
yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
like it's like edible underwear, but a raccoon wrestling outfit.
That's a line that no one has probably ever said.
No, those are definitely some words in the English language that have never been in that configuration before.
I wouldn't think so. If so,
No.
kudos to whoever did it first.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm gonna guess not.
No, I'm with you. I'm guessing that is it's a first, really.
Yeah.
And you heard it here first on Salty Language.
That's right. We are the I don't know, innovators of invention. That's what we're gonna call it.
Are we?
Mm-hmm. I got nothing. I'm just
Hi, baby.
making stuff up here.
I just got visited.
Oh my.
I got visited by a professional podcast guest, Lady Space Violence.
Right. Now available for bar mitzvahs.
And she's available for bar mitzvahs, according to Brian.
Right.
Ugh, man. Where
So
were we?
we were just being ridiculous as
That's right.
as is tradition. So how was your week there, sir?
It was good. It was a good week. I had a short week at work, which is nice. That's why we're recording today, because I went to Cincinnati.
WKRP?
I wish. Although, you know how many times I sang that damn song?
Oh, yeah, it's tough not to.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
if you
tough not
actually would see stuff from the show. Because parts of the intro music, I believe, showed like downtown shots.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid and we would go by there on our way to Louisville, you'd see a couple of the things and,
Right?
yeah.
Pardon. It's really the first time in a long time it's probably the first time I've ever hung out in downtown Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. We're in a good spot. There's a lot of nice places down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure going back. So I'm just going to touch lightly on it here because, we're going to record.
Tenderest of touches.
Just tenderest touches because we are going to, do an enthusiast.
Sure.
Fleshing out the Beer Fest antics and going into it and all that.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
But yeah, so we got, hung out with Big Dev, Soundboard T, got to meet Jeff and Jason and Jason's wife from Hobie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was cool. It was a cool hang. Probably need to go, sorry guys, because I got incredibly hammered. And I don't know exactly. God damn it, Brian.
The traditional Tony's blanket apology.
Dude. Basically. Well, it was weird because this time, I didn't have any snacks, which that always sucks.
Oh, that's a bad game plan. Yeah.
But there was, at this beer fest, there was way more food trucks, which was cool.
Okay.
Right? But the problem was, we got these mugs and I don't know, I can't really. Wait. You saw the pictures on
I did, yeah. And if people want to see
Yeah,
them, you have them on the Salty Language
Salty
Instagram.
Language Pod on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's like, or no, Salty Language on Instagram.
Right. They're like a 3-ounce pour, I think, right?
No.
No?
The 3 ounces are like what we get at Michigan Beer Fest.
Right.
These are like 6.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right then.
So we're getting basically double pours from what we normally got.
Yeah.
You get 24 tickets,
Oh, my goodness.
and nobody was taking tickets.
Oh, that's even worse.
And then they have these things called quickie stations,
Nice.
which like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So like say there'll be a Sierra Nevada Ortiz IPA quickie station.
hmm
That the guy that's working that booth, his whole job is to fill 3-ounce cups, so you can just walk by and grab.
They did that kind of at Festival. I don't know if you remember,
Right.
there was one of the tables where they were just doing that. They were filling just cups instead of taking our cups. They were just filling them and putting them on the table so people could get through quicker.
But those are also no ticket required.
Oh, okay.
You just walk by and grab it.
Jeez, that's a terrible
So
idea.
it was a lot of fuckery.
Oh my God.
And it was one of those things where I was drinking and drinking and drinking, and I felt just fine.
Sure.
And then I woke up in the hotel. Like I was just gone.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. And apparently, I was up to no good on the way to the
That's not.
bar or the restaurant we were going to. I fell asleep at the bar there.
Ooh.
Just, typical asshole behavior
Did they
from
make
yours
you?
truly.
Did they make you leave because you fell asleep at the bar?
Yeah, Jeannie escorted me home,
Yeah.
and apparently I was a real dick to her on the way home.
Well, because
and-
I don't know if most people realize it, but if you fall asleep at a bar, like if you put your head down and fall asleep, a lot of bars will make you leave because that's the universal sign of he's had enough.
I had no business going there, to be honest. I should
Yeah.
have just went to the hotel, but
Right.
oh, good Lord. So yeah, I heard it was a rough evening for everyone involved with taking care of Tony. which I hate, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. Sure, because
'Cause
you
it's like-
want to have a good time. You want to have everyone else to have a good time though too. You don't want
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm aware that happens, but it's like it hit me so hard so quick. I don't know how, I don't even know what happened, to be honest. It
Right.
was gone. Yeah,
Now-
it was weird.
I have to ask,
Yeah.
was there any karate kicking?
I have no idea.
Okay, so no one told you karate kick something for Jesus.
I
That's
basically got lots of judgment face from people.
That- yeah, sure,
I was apparently trying to open car doors.
yeah, you'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, just shit that.
Well,
Yeah,
Speaking of raccoons,
exactly. That's why I'm bringing it up.
yeah, which is why I nicknamed you the raccoon, because I've
Yeah.
never seen a person more like, I have to get into everything.
It's bizarre.
It really is. Like
Yeah.
I've had other people say, "Oh man, I want to drink with Tony when he's the raccoon," and I'm like, "You don't though." I was like,
it becomes a chore.
"Yeah," I'm like, "It's fun for a while." I'm like, but and it's not a knock on you. It's just the truth.
No,
It's,
dude,
no matter who it
believe
is,
me.
whether they get loud and obnoxious or they just get into stuff or, whatever their thing is. We all have something that once we get to a certain point of drunk, we're just no good to be around,
Right.
And, I was like, it's fun for a little bit. And I'm like, until every 2 seconds, you're like, put it down. No, get out of that. You sound like a parent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, and it's like, for some reason, those festivals, I think I figured it out. It's because I can go to a bar, have a couple pints, go home, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But when it's just like, especially there, it was copious amounts of basically endless beer.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is
And
most of the
shit
beer
just went
fests.
sideways.
Right. Well, most of the beer fests we go to, you have tokens or tickets and,
Yeah.
you kind of, even though they're not terribly expensive to get more, you generally are kind of like, where you're at too. Cause you're like, wow, I'm out of my 15 tokens. So that means I've had 15 pours. So maybe I should slow down for a minute or something, or you're just like, screw it. I'm going to go get 15 more and, whatever. But
And everyone always passes the beers around. So but
you're
it's
drinking.
just the fact that
exactly.
the fact that they weren't really taking tickets and there was so many and giant pours.
That's
Man,
really
I'm not trying to make up excuses.
No, but
fuck.
that's asking for a shit show though. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. But I mean, like so I'll get more into it when we record the
Sure,
enthusiast, later. But
Man, I can't believe they were giving that big of a pour. Like,
dude, it
I
was
thought
insane.
that's crazy because, I know up here, the reason we get 3-ounce pours is because of the law. Like they're
Yeah.
not allowed to give more than a 3-ounce pour at those things.
Well,
so
and
I'm
it
surprised.
might have been part of the early entry thing too,
Yeah.
because we got big cups. When Jason and his wife came in, they had like the littler cups like we had at the Mudhead Beer Fest.
See, that's what I thought you had. I didn't realize you had a bigger one.
It's like double the size of the ones we had at the Mudheads.
Sweet Jeebus, yeah.
Yeah, and they were filling it to the top.
Oh,
You know?
jeez, yeah.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy.
Right. Well, and then if by chance, because of course the time of year, the beers are going to be more probably porters and stouts and nice heavy beers, right? So
Yeah. And I think that's something that did me in too. Is towards the very end, I know I had a 12.6 barrel aged stout, which was delicious.
Oh, I'm sure.
So out of Columbus. And then Founders tapped their Lizard of Kaz, which is a double-digit beer too.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that yet because I don't want to spend $19 on a bomber bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
But they had it there. And I was like, oh fuck, I got it. And it was probably, it's probably my MVP beer to be honest. But
yeah,
they're both,
I don't doubt it.
yeah, just fucking nails in my coffin of shame.
Yeah, there's nothing like having a nice few hours of heavy drinking, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to pour a 12%er down.
Yeah, terrible idea.
And 6 ounces is half of a beer bottle for anyone who doesn't know that by chance. You're getting a good pour out of those. Jeez.
Yeah, it was insane.
Can't believe they were given that much.
I know, right? Oof.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right.
let me shift off of that though.
Sure.
But yeah, more to come. Check back on the enthusiast.
Right.
But so, we are like our new jam for Jeannie and I is we go to trivia on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Right.
This one blew my mind. We're playing trivia and the DJ who runs it started not yelling, but he starts lecturing a specific team because every time he would ask a question, someone on our team would run into the bathroom real quick.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So
And he's
they're
like,
clearly looking it up.
Yeah, they're cheating. It's
Yeah.
like it's a free trivia game and you're fucking cheating.
Yeah.
And he's like, I will guarantee that anyone who runs to the bathroom and then immediately runs out for every question will not win.
Yeah. That's fair because, do they ask you to put your phones away?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, when you're playing, please put your phone in your pocket. Don't have them out.
Sure. That's
know?
only fair because obviously we have all the answers on our phones. So,
Yeah, exactly. And then, they do their 4 categories. Then there's halftime. It's like, hey, go smoke, get your phone out, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then put them away again because it's just, it's just a silly game. I just can't believe people would actually cheat.
Yeah. That reminds me of, you remember when we used to play Magic and we'd catch people, like when we were just play testing or practicing and we'd catch people cheating and you're like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're just playing for shits.
Yeah.
and cheating.
Why are you cheating now? Like if you cheat in a tournament, at least I can go, well, there's something on the line here, but yeah.
Right. And I mean, there is a prize.
Yeah.
Granted.
Which,
but
really, that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it, but
But still.
kids these days.
Fucking shithead people.
Right. Cause I'm sure, it's like, the other thing is, it's like, I'm sure that whoever's running it is looking around at people, looking for that kind of thing or looking for someone's face that's illuminated or,
I'm sure.
any sign of a cell phone, cause obviously it's like, this is not an honor system here. I mean, come on.
Right. Ugh. I hate people.
Yeah. Don't be that person, folks.
Exactly. Don't be a cheater.
Yeah.
Unless there's no excuse.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, so how about you? You got some fun, some hijinks?
Well,
some
first of
events,
all,
some cartwheels?
I saw, did you guys get to, have some delicious, chill wave at the trivia or somewhere else or?
Last Tuesday did not have it on tap.
Ah, okay. Cause I know Jeannie sent me a picture.
I have Chill Wave.
Okay. I was like, Jeannie sent me a picture and, and I was like, damn, I just immediately started salivating.
Because we picked up a 4-pack and then Jeannie's coworker, Ashley, went to Anderson's and they had like 4-packs for like $10.
Nah, right.
So she bought 2 of them for us.
Nice.
Because she was like, "Do you want me to get these for?" And she's like,
Yes.
"Yeah." So we got all kinds of Chill Wave now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, if you happen to come home tomorrow and they're like your door's broken and the chill wave's gone, it wasn't me. So.
Fair enough.
Just letting you
Good
know
to know.
ahead of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I happen to post pictures of Chillwave tomorrow, I totally bought it myself.
Yeah, for sure bought it myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's that's one of my favorite beers
Me
right
too.
there.
Me too. I hate the fact that it's not a year-rounder, though. But I
Yeah.
guess maybe I don't. But
Yeah, because that's an hour heavy punch to the face.
plus, it's not cheap. I wouldn't want to have to go, man, I can't afford Chillwave right now, and know it's sitting there and just wanting me to
Right.
take it home. So
Sitting there all delicious like.
yeah, looking sexy and
Yep. I'll say that sexy, condensation
Yeah.
running down the side of the bottle.
exactly. Just being a big tease.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Like it just came out of the ocean. With its
Yes.
little chill wave bikini on.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about right. Yeah, that's
Right.
That's the way my fantasies work.
Yeah, why aren't we marketing this for
I
them?
don't know. This would be a good idea, though.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah, like a nice little YouTube video for him to put up. But like, if you had Chillwave, like, what are you waiting for, big boy? So the beer emerges from the cooler, and
It comes out of cooler.
it's
Sexy music playing.
right.
Then the cooler gets kicked over. Demolish.
Yes. Perfect.
God damn it.
Good
God
times.
damn you, Axe.
I like this. This is a great idea. I just don't see any problems with it.
Is the other member of Demolition dead?
Not that I know of.
What is he doing?
I think they're still touring together. I think they're just doing like signings and stuff. I don't know if they're still wrestling or not. I don't remember. They were on Jim Ross's podcast in the last year or so, I think. Which was funny because he had him on there and they were talking about Demolition and different stuff. But the one guy absolutely did not want to talk about Repo Man.
Really? That seems weird.
Yeah, apparently he didn't, he thought it could have been a good gimmick, but, Vince McMahon wanted to use it as like comedic, boobery instead of like actually giving it any sort of a legit angle. So,
Right.
which makes sense, I guess. So that's what McMahon does. So yeah. Trying to think what I've done this week. Did I do anything worthwhile this week?
Do anything worthwhile.
I mean, I've done some things like, I know this won't be as interesting to you as it will be to some people, but, I've been hearing from various people about the naked chalupa from Taco Bell.
Oh, yes.
Where it's a chicken.
Did you do a sweet and salty language by any chance?
No, I didn't. The only reason I didn't is because, our pal, or my pal, whatever, Travis does that over on the Obscure Gentleman channel, and he did that.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's right.
I don't, we do our thing. I don't want to step on his toes. So
This
if
is true.
you want to see someone make an idiot of themselves, check out the Obscure Gentleman's channel and watch Travis eat one of those in his car. But yeah, it was really good for what it was. I mean, it's still Taco Bell, so it's, whatever, but there was just something about that fried chicken shell instead of a chalupa shell that really kind of made it seem magical.
Now, is it like fried chicken is the shell? Does it have all the chalupa fillings like taco meat and stuff too?
Yeah. It's absolutely the same thing as a chalupa, but it's inside. You can get chicken instead if you don't want their questionable beef. But,
Right.
So yeah, I ate one of those and, was pleasantly surprised. I really was like, this is just going to be too much probably, because I know a lot of people were comparing it to kind of like, KFC's Double Down,
Right.
But
which I did eat at one point because I'm like, I have to try this stupid
right.
thing.
And I've never tried one, so I don't, yeah. It's one of those things like I wouldn't eat these all the time because, it's Taco Bell and I don't want to eat that all the time, but, yeah, we were going there anyway, so I was like, I'm going to get one of these because why not? And
Let me get one of these weird Frankenstein foods.
yeah, really. I mean, so if you're heading to Taco Bell, I'd get these.
Now I know we're like a Taco Bell test market in our area. Is this a nationwide thing or is it just a here thing?
Well, I know it's here in California because that's where Travis is. But I don't know if it's a nationwide thing or not. You're right, because we have been notoriously a Taco Bell test area.
We had all the Doritos shit before anyone else had it.
And breakfast too. We had the Taco Bell breakfast well before anybody else, or other than test markets, So yeah, I don't know for sure, but I look for it to be something that I don't know if they'll make it like a full-time menu, but I could look for them. This will definitely be something they'll bring back from time to time if they don't, because I think they'll sell a lot of them.
I'm curious because, it's something I've never heard of before, but also makes you go like, what else can you do with chicken titties?
Right.
Like, can I make a BLT between them?
Yeah, you could. I mean, why not? Right? Well, if you think of it in nothing else, those, like, when you could go to the store and you could buy, like, the Tyson, I think, has them, like, the chicken patties that are round.
Yeah.
That's basically what it kind of reminds me of, is like they took one of those and then, like, put it in a thing so that it would be more like a taco shell, to bend it to be a taco shell. And, right. So for sandwich sake, yeah, you could just get something along those lines and just make sandwiches between two chicken patties. And
so it's kind of like when you see people, bacon weave a taco shell.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I've said for a long time, I thought that, using a pizza for a taco shell would be a great idea.
A burrito wrap.
Yeah. I mean, why not, right?
I don't know how well pizza would wrap, but.
Oh, no, it'd be fine.
Dude, for some reason, all weekend I was craving pizza and I did not have any. Like, even the point we walked by a Domino's and the exhaust fan was going, I was like, oh, it smells so good.
See, that's how you know you're really craving pizza. You walk by a Domino's and you're like,
I know, right?
Oh, man.
That's exactly what I told Jeannie. I was like, God damn, I'm really craving pizza.
Yeah.
Because that smelled amazing.
Right. In fairness, it probably does. I'm sure it smells better than it tastes, but because I'm not a Domino's fan.
No, me neither.
But I never was, and even now, like we don't even really have one close to us, but it's, I'm not a fan of their stuff, but I'm sure it still smells good, especially if you're craving
hot pepperoni and cheese. I mean, geez.
Exactly. Right. What doesn't smell good about that?
For sure. Right.
It's part of what drew us when we went to see the Swellers in Detroit. You remember that little pizza counter that was inside the bar? And
right.
We smelled that and saw that, and we were both like, "Man, we got to get some of that pizza."
Yeah, goddamn, that za smells amazing.
That was really good pizza too.
Yeah.
Oh,
excuse me.
So yeah, there's that. What was I gonna say?
Well, if we want to talk about weird food,
okay,
I can tell you about how Jeannie and I, grossed out our daughter Leah during dinner the other day.
Oh yeah, please.
Because why not?
Mm-hmm.
We eat a lot of Brussels sprouts because we're savages like that. We always throw bacon in it.
Yeah.
Leah loves bacon, but she doesn't like bacon in the Brussels sprouts because she likes her bacon to be like super crispy.
Okay.
And it just doesn't get crispy like when you bake it. With,
right, sure. Yeah. I'm the same way. I prefer it to be crispy too, but yeah.
And we buy thick bacon, so it's always going to have a little chew unless you really burn that shit.
Or deep fry it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. But
no, it's a terrible idea.
Deep fried bacon? What?
Well, unless you're making taco shells.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, moving
Or
on.
any sort of shell.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Why not? Have euros out
Don't
of it.
feed us shells and cheese.
Yeah. I actually saw that. I was looking for gifts for something the other day, and there was one where it's a taco where someone has put mac and cheese and then regular taco fixins over the top of it. Like
that sounds
meat,
horrifying yet amazing.
Yeah, meat, cheese, tomato, lettuce, everything right on top of the mac and cheese.
Who are these geniuses?
I know, right?
They're probably working for the government now.
Yeah, probably.
Anywho, so she eats all the Brussels sprouts and she has all this bacon on her plate. And we're like, Leah, you gotta eat that bacon. I don't want to, it's gross, blah, blah, blah. And she threw it just a fit because she's a preteen.
Yeah.
So half the time she acts like a total twat.
Fair enough.
That's just the age she's at.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough.
Yeah. So her whole complaint was it was just too chewy. So we're like, well, you gotta eat that meat gum. It's meat gum. You gotta eat the meat gum.
Meat gum.
And it just became pretty much 15 minutes of us berating her about eating meat gum.
That's great.
And she grossed out, and it was fun. And that's the times like that make me. Although we had to eventually be like, listen, you do realize part of this family is we bust balls, right?
Right, exactly.
If you can't hang, I'm sorry, you need to learn because this is what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
she was getting really pissed off at us about the meat gum. And her brother doesn't help either because he gets it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, sure. I mean, it's, yeah. Well, he's already lived through some of this, he's got he's got a few years of ball busting on her,
Yeah, exactly. He's like a blue belt,
Yeah, he's already taken some of the licks,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He was the test subject.
Yeah. Exactly.
You honed your skill on him.
Yeah. Sharpened the sword on him.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So he's like, hey, look, I had to live through it. You're going to sit there and eat your meat gum.
That's basically how it was going.
Yeah, that seems fair to me.
Yeah, good old meat gum.
I'm just picturing a line of gum of different meats. Like, wow, can I have a piece of gum? Be like, I don't know if you like it. Be like, why not? Be like, this is brisket. Like, delicious.
Maybe not. Can I get a pack of that roast beef meat gum with the gravy center?
Oh, jeez. The au jus center.
Yeah, it's like one of those gushers,
Oh, yeah, exactly. Chewels.
What were those?
Chewels.
Chewels. That's I was like, what was that gum that had the weird liquid center?
Yep.
Oh God. What is with us Americans and crazy food like that? Between
I don't know,
chicken chalupas and
right?
Gum filled with mystery fluid. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Mystery fluid.
Yeah. Well, I remember I used to eat the shit out of those Gusher fruit snacks when I was a kid.
Me too, yeah.
So that was just probably like pure diabetic death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what they were for. I'm pretty sure Wilford Brimley was looking at you sternly on the back of the package.
Yeah, good. Pretty sure you're right.
Diabetes. Yeah.
Diabetes.
Oh man. I'm just liking this idea of the meat gum. Like they start doing like Trident has those layers. They start doing that to where it's like roast beef and horseradish or, whatever, or prime rib and horseradish, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Delicious.
Delicious, sweet, delicious meat gum.
Right. Like, you know what I could go for? Yeah. Like, you know what I could go for? I haven't had a filet in a long time. You just pop a piece of gum,
Filet.
This gum is so tender.
We can make a combo pack of it called the charcuterie tray.
Yes. I like this idea a lot. Oh man.
It's various dried meats, but gum.
Yeah. Like, this is so good. You mix a few of them together to, for different sandwich combinations and stuff. It'd be perfect.
We could have saucy commercials like, hey, you ever wanted to chew on a pepperoni stick all day?
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Gets kicked in the stomach. Demolished.
Want all the taste of prime rib, but can't afford it.
Right.
Oh, like it just shows a couple
delicious flavor of Wagyu beef.
Yes, a couple sitting down in a restaurant. They're looking at the menus, and they look at that. Look at like Kobe or Wagyu or prime rib, whatever, and just this is outrageous. Because it just says like prime rib, and it has like $12 signs next to it. Like
Yes.
This is outrageous. And then it's like, honey, I know what we can do. And then it shows them at like a 7-Eleven buying this gum.
Buying meat gum, buying prime rib meat gum.
Yeah. Oh, man. Delicious. This is, whew. I don't...
That sounds like a terrible idea.
You wait in 5 years, someone else will have made it, and we'll be sitting there going, damn it.
Like, God damn it. Once again.
Yeah. It'll be the number one gum in like the world, Son of a bitch. We'll just...
Do you think we can get away with calling the New York strips New York sticks?
Well, yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I think so.
Yeah. Probably not. I don't know. Well, that was the other question I was going to ask is all of the gum like shaped the same, or do we, custom shape any of it? Or
I think if you custom shape it, they start entering the dog treat realm.
You're probably right. Yeah, because the pepperoni one would start looking like pepperonis at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And I've seen dog treats that are like little T-bone steaks and stuff.
You're right. I forgot about that. Good point.
Yeah. As much as I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Especially because you remember those awful, like, gummy hamburgers and hot dogs you could buy that came in like a little deli tray or a little hamburger box.
Yeah.
I mean, as clever as that packaging is, that candy was terrible.
Oh, sure, yes. I can't say sure or certainly. It certainly was.
I would love to see a package of, like steak meat gums.
Yeah.
In like a little butcher tray with plastic on it.
Sure, right.
That would be excellent to look at.
Or it just comes in like, paper. You
can do like Big League Chew, but it's like ground beef.
Oh, God.
Just a pinch will do you.
Oh, man. And then we just sell like a couple flavor packets with it. So if you want to have, like taco, you can,
Oh, God. That's terrible.
Ooh, the Sloppy Joe packet. Just add this and a little water.
Delicious.
God. Oh, man. It's the first gum that eats like a meal.
That would definitely have to be the catchphrase.
Well, it's
gum that eats like a meal.
Well, it's kind of Manwich's, or not Manwich. What is it? Is it chunky soup? I think it is. It's like the soup that eats like a meal. It's just, oh man.
Maybe the gum that chews like a meal. No,
no, that doesn't seem to be a good idea either. You picture him like, wow, how long do I have to chew this gum?
Yeah.
Then at some point, we start marketing sides. Or like I said, we start doing the layers. That way you can have, a nice steak and, sweet potato or something like that,
A full goddamn meal.
That's right, yeah. Next thing you know, you don't even have to eat anymore.
No, exactly. You're just eating gum.
Yeah.
Wasting away.
Well, why not? That's what a lot of these, some of these diet things are telling people, to use some of the gums out there that taste like desserts, instead of a dessert, just have a piece of the gum. Or whatever. So there you go. Be like, hey, you know what? You can just stop eating red meat and just eat our gum. Totally healthy for you.
Like, you want a full meal? Well, then go buy yourself a package of steak gum. Mm-hmm. Get some of them onion ring gums.
Oh, God.
And wash it down with a little
Mountain Dew gum.
Ice cold lager gum.
Yeah, the beer gums are going to be our next big hit. That way you can, have that taste of beer and have that nice beer breath without the alcohol. Or with all the alcohol, whatever.
I'll say, I could almost see, like, adult gum.
Yeah.
Like, say it was, like a White Russian gum.
I was going to say old-fashioned.
With, like, a liquid center,
Yeah.
So it kind of tastes like a White Russian, but it's got some booze in it, too.
Right.
I could see that shit.
Yeah, this seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
For getting people arrested.
Officer, I'm just chewing gum.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Why do you smell like you drank a bottle of Jack then? I don't know. It's crazy. Is he pushing his, like, jumbo pack of, whiskey chew aside?
Yeah. Well, I bought this pack of Lemmy gum. It's all Jack and Coke.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Delicious. Oddly enough, side effects, you grow a giant mole on your face.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
And a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, it happens. What can you do?
Yeah. God, that'd be terrifying. Chew one piece of gum and you have like a third head growing. Third head. Wow. Yeah, because you already had two of them.
You were referencing the nether head as the second one.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Sure. Yeah.
Because that Lemmy gum's so manly, it just swells up your dick.
It's cancer, but
Alice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's cancer, but whatever. Honey, look what's going on here. Be like, yeah, but it's like a water weenie now. It's squishy. I don't think that's normal. Weird. Yeah. Oh man, that's wow.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Can't wait to have this available at all of our gift stores in Hobo Gulch.
Exactly, for sure.
The hobos can't wait either. In fact, we can just feed this to the hobos.
Well, they could peel it off the posts and stuff, and I was going to get done with it.
Oh, God. You gonna finish that? Oh, my.
Goddamn dirty hobos.
I know, right? Yeah, what are you going to do, right? So let's see. What else have I been doing this week? Yeah, not much. I got nothing. No, I've been watching various shows.
Ooh. Scientific fun?
I have now finished Seinfeld.
Oh, geez. Wow. How many seasons is Seinfeld?
9.
Damn.
Yeah. And, it is funny having watched all the episodes and stuff. What annoyed me the most about the show was, as I talked on here before, about how they would just keep repeating the same word over and over amongst like the 4 of them. And it would just drive me crazy because nobody talks like that, or at least no one I've ever met talks like that.
Right.
They don't do that as much as the seasons go on. They quit doing that. And after they quit doing that, I found the show way more enjoyable for me.
Oh,
and,
right on.
So there, I actually found, like I think I said before, that there was a lot of really funny stuff in there, and there were some really great episodes as the seasons go on and stuff. So I'm glad I went back and watched it.
Right.
And there's a lot of the episodes that I would definitely watch again, so, yeah, the ending was something, but I don't know. I don't know how much I liked the ending, but whatever. It's tough to end a long-running show,
Did it involve Axe from Demolition?
No, it didn't.
Demolished.
Damn it. No. No. But, it was, so like I said, I'm glad I finally went back in this, and, now I'll get the jokes that people make when they make references to the show. I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that too.
I get that reference.
Yeah. Unlike before where I'm like, I don't get Seinfeld references unless they're the, the really, the no soup for yous and the, that kind of, not that there's anything wrong with that, those kind of lines. So.
Right.
Yeah. But, I also, finished up second season of, Blunt Talk, which is that show with, Patrick Stewart.
I really want to watch that show.
So that show is so good. I love that show so much because it's obviously it's mostly Patrick Stewart that makes the show. Like the rest of the cast is great too, but it's just seeing him be, that odd and such has been, really great. But then also I finished up Blunt Talk. And I was like, I know there was another show that was in its second season that I didn't finish, that I almost finished the season, but I had like 3 episodes, and I finally remembered it. It was Better Call Saul.
Oh, nice.
So I finally finished up the second season of that. And
right.
You've watched that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've watched the second season.
Okay.
Because we were watching it, it was on TV.
Okay. I was going to say,
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you had, because I thought when I told you I didn't finish it, you were like, because,
It's been so long since I've watched it, I don't quite remember.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The new season is, April, I think I read. So it's, not too far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so weird because watching that show, you just wonder how long the plan is for it. How many seasons it's going to get. Because even through 2 seasons, it still feels a long ways away from Breaking Bad. Like it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like it's almost there. It feels like it's still a ways off. So I'm very curious. Not that it's bad. It's a really good show, but,
yeah, I like it a lot. And, what's his name? God, the guy who plays Saul. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
Yes, he's so good.
Yeah. And so is Dave McKean.
Yeah, for sure.
That plays his brother on the show. That guy is phenomenal. Especially playing that part with the guy who has the sensitivity to light and electricity and stuff. But yeah, that was really good. Man, that second season really ramped it up a little bit too. So, but the thing that's cool about it is it does show in each of the seasons, you see the progression of how he's becoming more and more Saul Goodman.
Yeah, for sure.
Versus being Jimmy McGill, So.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's
so good.
Yeah.
We've been watching on Amazon Prime, if y'all got it, Sneaky Pete, which is really good.
Sneaky Pete. That sounds familiar.
It's got Giovanni Ribisi in it.
Okay.
and it's got Bryan Cranston in it.
Okay.
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
It's
seeing a
the-
preview for it now. Okay.
And yeah, and he, Giovanni plays a con man that takes over another guy's life that from, the guy like ran away from his family and then he met him, whatever. I don't want to give too much away.
Sure.
But goddamn, it's a hell of a good show.
Yeah, I remember seeing a preview for it somewhere, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks really good." And I was like, "Oh, it's on Amazon."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I think we're only 3 or 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that's like the episodes are only 40-some minutes long.
Right.
And you get to the end, you're like, God damn, that felt like it was so long because it was so good.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe we're only, 4 episodes into the season. There's only 10 total.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like watching
goddamn, was it
Sherlock,
good.
even though Sherlock was an hour and a half. It felt longer to me. Like, it felt like I'd been watching an episode for 3 hours because of, how much I was into it.
Just getting into it, exactly. Super good. Other than that, though, I don't think we've watched anything new besides that.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean,
Yeah.
I guess since I finished Seinfeld, I started watching Golden Girls. So.
Well, duh, of course.
Because the whole run of Golden Girls is in Hulu now. So I'm pretty sure I've seen every episode already, but, I will have after this run. So, although I will say I probably will take a break, maybe between seasons and watch other stuff too, because I have seen a lot of these episodes already,
Like Empty Nest.
Yeah. Actually,
Naturally.
I've probably seen all of Empty Nest too, because I probably watched it when it was on originally. But
Right.
Yeah,
That's right, listeners, we're old.
right.
Yeah.
Wait, jeez.
Don't you die on me.
Yeah, I'll try not to. Thump. But
Demolish.
yes, but there's all these. There's all this other stuff that I want to watch too, and as much as I enjoy watching Golden Girls, it's like, well, maybe what I need to do is, watch some other stuff and then watch like an episode or two, of that before I go to sleep or something like that, instead of watching like 4 hours of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, cause there are a lot of other shows I haven't finished, or they've, there's a new season I haven't quite caught up on or whatever yet. So
Right.
I should probably do that, I guess.
Sometimes it's hard with, just having access to all the streaming.
Yeah.
Because there's, like even when I'm like, well, we watch this show together, so I'm going to watch something else on the side. And then I just sit there and I scroll, just trying to find anything to watch. And I think Hulu's probably got better options
As far
for
as,
stuff like television series.
yeah, they do for TV series for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I've gone through, and I mean, the only problem is that like, there's some of the shows that they'll only have like the most current 3 or 5 episodes. So
Right.
if you missed the start of the season, you can't just watch the whole season, so that's why I don't really follow a lot of like current shows on it. I tend to just grab when they put full series or a full season, then I'll just sit down and watch, all of it. Like when Always Sunny got put in there, last season.
Right.
I haven't watched any of this season, and I don't know if I will. I probably just wait until it hits Netflix and Hulu, at some point, because then I can just sit and watch all of it. So,
Right.
as I like to do anyway. So, yeah.
As you like to do.
Right. I saw I don't know if you saw this or not. They finally released a preview for the new season of Archer. Did you see that?
Really?
Yeah.
I
I've
have
been
not.
waiting forever, because Archer used to come on, like the new seasons used to be in like January or so, and it says spring, which stinks because that's still going to be probably 2 months away. But they're doing Archer Noir.
No shit.
No shit. And it's set all in like old time, like I don't know exactly what era, but it's, it's very much a noir looking thing. And, the preview looks great. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just glad they're doing another season, A, and B, that they finally released when, because there had been no real news on when a new season was going to be,
Right.
And I was starting to kind of wonder because, after so long, it's kind of like, is there going to be another season,
Right.
So.
Huh.
Yeah.
God damn it. Still waiting for Rick and Morty season 3 like everyone else.
I know, right?
Dick's out till Rick's out. What?
You damn right.
You're damn right.
That shouldn't be too much longer, probably. But
I wouldn't think so, but geez, I'm crow.
I know.
Have you heard by chance, Brian, frickin' Les Claypool's new thing he's put together?
No.
I heard this because I was listening to my classic move that I do, the Discover Weekly on Spotify.
Right.
And I'm at the gym doing my thing, and I started hearing this like twangy bluegrass, music start playing.
Sure.
And it was Man in the Box.
Really?
Like Alice in Chains cover, bluegrass. I'm like, what the hell? And I had to look. And it's Les Claypool's Duo de Twang.
Oh my.
And I think it's a whole album of just like covers that he did.
Okay.
I think.
Interesting. No, I'll have to.
Right?
I'll have to have a look-see at that because if it's on Spotify, I'll have a listen.
It's for sure on Spotify.
Huh.
Trying to. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. I got a track listing. We read down what they did bluegrass style. They did 4 Foot Shack, which don't know. Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Right.
Amos Moses, Red State Girl, Bridge Came Tumbling Down, Boonville Stomp, Staying Alive. There you go. Rumble, The Diesel, Pipeline, Buzzard to Green Hill, Hendershot, Man in the Box, Steve's Diner, Battle of New Orleans, and Jerry Was a Race Car Driver. I know some of those are covers. I know some are original. I have no idea.
Yeah, and a couple of them are Primus songs. So
there you go. Yeah. But it was really good.
That's crazy.
That's what really threw me off was I was like, what is this?
Right.
when I don't listen to bluegrass, so I don't know why Spotify pulled that up.
It does that for me too. It suggests some really weird stuff for me that's nowhere near what I listen to.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
But goddamn, was it good?
No,
so I want to make sure I shared that with you and our listening audience.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to listen. Yeah, I haven't looked at. Well, it wouldn't be up there yet. I was going to say I haven't looked at this week's Discover playlist. It wouldn't be up there yet because it's on Mondays. So,
Monday.
Yeah, it wasn't on this week for me. So, because I actually forgot I had already listened to it the other night. I was like, oh, I'm going to listen to the Discover thing, and I was like, oh, I already listened to all these.
Yeah, wah wah.
I listened to a couple of them.
Would you prefer a Spotify link or just a general Wikipedia link?
Spotify, because then it'll open right in there, and I don't have to do.
Excellent choice.
I don't have to do silly searches and stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's convenient.
Super convenient.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Man, it just for some reason just hit me. I am starving all of a sudden. Oh my God.
This is about 10 minutes from now, Tony will just be eating the cherry sitting in.
I know. It's just like, it just hit me like a wave.
Nice.
Well, I didn't so much eat yesterday. I was just too busy drinking.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
Yeah, you'll have that.
You silly goose.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've done this week. I can't think of anything else. I think that pretty much is all the things.
That's the wrap, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at too.
Cool. Well,
where are we at?
Real quick, I want to mention, I mentioned last time about the Fringe contest, raising money for the Trevor Project, and how we offered to do, some tweet reads. We'll have some more coming up probably in next episode. But I don't know what the final number is, but the last time I looked, they had eclipsed 3,000 in money raised.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in just a couple of weeks. So that's really cool that they did that. So, thanks to anybody who's listening if you contributed, even if it wasn't through us, if you, took advantage of other things on there, thanks for jumping in and, being part of something awesome like that. So,
right.
Meant to get that business out of the way before I jumped into the other stuff and I forgot. So,
It's good business to get.
Yeah.
Should be a link in the show notes, eh? Someone wants to.
Yeah, well, by the time this posts, the donations for this will be over. But if you still wanted to donate to the Trevor Project, you could at trevorproject.org.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, but this one will be over. I know there's another fundraiser type thing coming up here in just a few weeks or so that, we'll probably be part of and talk about. But that's an entirely different subject. So,
right.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thanks for everybody who donated. That's pretty awesome. So,
oh, definitely.
Glad we could be any part of it. So,
even on this disaster of a podcast we have, we occasionally do some good.
Yeah, once in a while. We got to do something to balance the karma out, Tony.
It's true. It's true.
Like you can't just, push it to the, red line it on asshole all the time. You got to, pump the brakes once in a while.
Yeah.
So,
whoa, pump your brakes, kid. Yeah. Good point.
Yep. So let's see. What else do I have here? I don't have a whole lot for the week other than that stuff. I do have one other thing, which was, did you see they announced, Playboy announced they're bringing nudity back?
Shocking.
Yeah. I think everybody expected that to happen, at some point, because I'm sure that when they were like, no more nudity, they were already losing readership. I can't imagine that cutting nudity gained them any readers. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think it would. So.
And I mean, I thought that was such a weird thing because that's what they were always. I mean, I know they are known for having good articles and all that stuff,
right?
But occasionally you want to see some girls of the Pac-10,
sure,
or whatever,
right?
Or some random B-list celebrity that's like, yeah, okay, I'll take your money for these tits.
Yeah, that's the dream. Yeah,
it is the dream.
Yeah, but
I've got lots of good memories attached to Playboys.
That sounds
my formative years.
That sounds way worse than you meant it to, I think.
Probably.
It was, I saw, what's the name? One of, Hef's kids is running it now, and he was basically like, yeah, we should have never done that. That was a
terrible idea. People love nudity.
Well, he made a comment, which I thought was a good comment, saying that the way they presented nudity before was outdated. And that he's probably right on. Probably need to update that if they're going to present it, like maybe not the same way that they did in the 70s, in the 80s or whatever. It's time to upgrade a little bit. And, they're bringing back some other things that people were mad that they took out of the magazine. So, which makes sense because, if you're losing readership, the best way to retain readership is to not take away things that people like.
Yeah.
I guess at that point you start making the argument of new readers versus current readers, which are more important to a magazine.
Right.
And then it depends on the industry, because that's a big argument in comics and has been for years.
It's just, it's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
Just because the internet, I mean, I could type in boobs right now.
Sexy boobs, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm fine. There we get all kinds of good stuff.
Well, yeah, and Pornhub and stuff like that all exists. So we literally have anything we can want at our fingertips.
Exactly.
It is really difficult. And even like the other stuff, like you said, they were known for various interviews and articles that they've done over the years, but that stuff can all be had via so many sources now that it's
right.
It's just a tough model to continue, no matter how you look at it, with or without nudity. It's going to be a tough road for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's
why if they what they need to do is if they're bringing back the yum yums, right?
Yeah.
They need to really get like a name that people want to see naked.
Right.
Be like, oh shit, son, it's issue 300 or I don't know. I'm sure
they're well past that. Yeah.
but we're bringing the nudity back, and we got whatever.
Yeah. A-list celebrity.
Yeah, the girl from Harry Potter that everyone is obsessed with, or whatever.
Ron Weasley. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yes, Ron Weasley and his awful ginger nub.
That'll sell some magazines right there.
Right.
Yep. You might be right. I don't know. It does make you wonder how much people would buy that or care versus what they did. I don't know. Yeah, that's I'm sure what their next step will be is figuring out what exactly will sell magazines of theirs, because it's just a tough road. Magazines are just a tough racket. So
for sure.
Even digital versions, doing digital of the magazine and having a digital presence, it's like, again, there's tons of great interviews out there with celebrities and different stuff through other sources. And like you said, there's all sorts of digital nudity. So it's kind of like, what else do they bring to the table that you can't get anywhere else?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It's tough.
For sure.
Yep. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting that they realized that they were silly heads and bringing the Yum Yums back, as you said. So
the Yum Yums.
The Yum Yums. So yeah.
So it should be called the Special Yum Yum Edition.
Yeah, that's their first nudity or issue with nudity in it. I'm sure it just says Yum Yums are back on the front.
Yep, exactly. So it's what our strip club on Hobo Gulch is going to be called. Yum Yums.
Yeah.
It'll be a strip club / like Chinese restaurant.
Right. And just so everyone knows, the strippers are not hobos. So
No, they're legit strippers.
Yeah.
That serve legit Chinese food.
Right. It's high end, the whole thing. Yeah. So just making sure everyone knows. But yeah. I think that's about all I got for stuffs. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have a shut up and take my money.
Oh, well, look at that. Wait, there it is.
Shut up and take my money.
So, yeah, and again, as many of these have become lately, this is, a Funko Pop edition. Because at New York Toy Fair, they're unveiling a whole bunch of, upcoming ones. Like, ones they've already announced, but they're actually showing the actual figures off.
Right.
But they showed, like, the second series of Rick and Morty Pops. And
excellent.
I mentioned before that there was going to be a Mr. Meeseeks one, but we couldn't find a picture or whatever. So they've unveiled that like the second series here is going to be weaponized Rick and Morty. And then there's chase figures of each one with like a different face, basically. A different expression. This is going to be Mr. Poopy Butthole, which everyone's excited about, I'm sure.
Excellent.
Yep. Mr. Meeseeks, just a plain Mr. Meeseeks. But then there's a chase one where he's angry and has a gun in his hand, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're making a bird person, which is awesome.
Yep.
Squanchy, which they did a great job on. Snowball, the dog with the, I can't remember what it was now.
With the mech suit on and all that.
I don't think he has the mech suit, but I thought I saw somewhere that they might make that as like a bigger one.
Right.
But then there's the Mr. Meeseeks that's a Barnes & Noble exclusive with the Meeseeks box.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Which I'm pretty excited about. And then there's also a Hot Topic Mr. Poopy Butthole where he, after he had been shot, and he's holding his stomach and there's just blood pouring down. So, and they're, according to this, they're coming in April. So they're also making like keychains, and littler figures of them. And there's also supposed to be, 5-inch action figures being made, from the line as well that are coming in May. And then plushies also, because who doesn't want a Mr. Poopy Butthole plushie? So
that would be actually pretty cool.
Or Meeseeks plushies, cause those are in there too. So yeah. Right. So anyway, yeah, I just, I saw those. Now, again, I'm extremely disappointed that there's no Tiny Rick. Like, what the hell, man?
That is pretty annoying.
Which scares me a little bit because it makes me really wonder if Tiny Rick's going to be, the convention exclusive maybe this coming year or something. So
Tiny Rick!
What?
It really should have Tiny Rick. There's so many, Rick and Morty characters they could do.
Yeah.
I'm
just really surprised that, as popular as Tiny Rick is, that there isn't a Rick, or a Tiny Rick. So, yeah. But that's all right. Soon.
It's okay.
There's no way they won't make it. I can't imagine they won't make that character because it's
Right.
so popular. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. I love the fact that there's going to be three different Mr. Meeseeks. You know, the part that stinks is the Chase one will probably be a tough one to get. The Barnes & Noble one will probably be fairly easy and, you know, easy enough to get, and then the regular one. But the Chase one with the gun's probably going to be a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah, and that would be a 1-to-1.
Yeah, like that. Really, you want that one, and you want the one with the Meeseeks box. That's
Yeah, for sure.
the two that I really want. But yeah, whatever. At least I can get, you know, at least I can get 2 of the 3 probably. I might be able to get the third. We'll see.
You need one with the gun, and then you for sure need a Jerry.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is there's no, you know, Jerry, and I can't remember. I don't know why I'm blanking on the names.
There should be frustrated Jerry with a golf club.
Yeah, yeah,
So you could have Mr. Meeseeks about to kill him.
yeah. That'd be a great 2-pack.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
So let's give it our one of these.
Shut up and take my money.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
All the monies.
Right.
All the monies.
So yeah, that's all I got, man.
Well, shit, son.
At least
I
I
guess
think.
that means we're moving into Q to W areas.
Boy, it sure seems like it, doesn't it?
Show enough. So last week we asked you, if your life were a sitcom, what would your catchphrase be? We got a couple of them on the old face pages, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have nearly the amount of responses this week as we got last week.
No, we certainly don't.
No, which makes me sad. So our buddy Clint from various shows, I get sick of plugging everybody. It takes up too much time. He says his catchphrase would be, "You pig fucking thunder cunt,"
Wow.
which clearly is on ABC, Did
Yeah.
Family.
Sure.
He says in parentheses, I imagine it as an HBO or Netflix original.
I see. All right.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And then also our pal Dev, his catchphrase would be, "You shut your dirty whore mouth."
Yeah.
Also ABC Family.
Sure. Yeah. I could see that.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, right. But those are the only 2 I got on Facebook.
Oh my.
I know, right?
Well, over on the Twitters, we got one from Heno, and he said his would be, "Well, that blows goats." So again, ABC Family, because you know,
ABC Family.
right? Naturally,
Because with actual goat blowing.
yeah, exactly, of course. And then Fluffy Bunny Ash said that hers would be "Jam out with your clam out," or "I feel this happens way more than it should." Which I love. I love that one.
Yeah, those
because
are both
of,
pretty good.
Yeah, I love that one because of the awkward situations that it can be applied to.
Yeah, exactly.
Something really weird happens, and you're like, well, I feel this happens way more than it should. As Dev's blowing a goat. Or, sorry, Heno's blowing a goat. I mean, it could be Dev, too. I mean, I don't want to pigeonhole anyone's, you know.
As he's yelling at the goat to shut their dirty whore mouth.
Yeah.
The goat's just like, shut your dirty whore mouth.
Yeah. She's like, I feel like this happens way more than it should. And then you come in, or me, scandalous. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
There it is, yeah. And then the last one I got was from Cheeto Bandito, who said his catchphrase would be, "I love it when a plan comes together." Oh, wait, wait, I stole that from Hannibal. Hannibal from the A-Team, for those who don't know by chance, not like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
He said probably something completely mundane like "dang," or more drawn out like "dang," or anything equally as likely to make you stab your ear holes with broken beer bottle necks each time you hear it.
Wow, that's aggressive.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he
Small
is.
beer bottles or big ear holes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, who doesn't like someone with big ear holes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I can't find earplugs anywhere.
It's just couch cushions.
Yeah. Just cramming them in there.
It's like wine corks.
Yeah. That seems right to me.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. So what do we got for this week?
Well, this one is, I'll be curious to see where we fall in this one.
Yeah.
Because since, we grew up together and all that shit.
Right.
But what was cool when you were a kid?
Like just in general, or?
Yeah, just
Jeez,
in general. I know.
I don't know.
I guess probably more like cool for you, but I mean, it's pretty vague.
Yeah. I wasn't a cool kid. I don't know. It's a good question.
Right?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I think, the coolest thing to me was always like probably, as lame as this probably is, like the ability to go to, like the video store we went to and be able to get, like 5 games at a time.
That was pretty cool.
Because there was no way I was going to be able to go buy 5 games at any one time, so renting 5 at a time and basically filling a weekend full of playing all of them and many times beating games, but yeah, that's the first thing that really pops into my head.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I think that trumps mine. I was going to say Micro Machines. I thought Micro Machines were pretty fucking cool.
So did I. I had so many. Do you remember that game? What was it on Sega? I think we used to play it. The Micro Machines video game.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That was
now that you mention it.
Yeah. That was a crazy game.
Weren't they all though?
Yeah, true.
Those old school games that were just like, There's a lot of developers that put out a lot of hot garbage, but this thing's a gem.
I was just going to say, a lot of those games now, we'd sit down and play and be like, why did we like this?
Like, oh my God, this is so terrible.
Yeah. Be like, oh yeah, because there weren't, the games weren't as in-depth then as they are now. So
yeah.
Some maybe, but, because I remember different times going and getting 5 games where I'd grab 2 or so, Final Fantasy ones or something like that, and, beat them both in the weekend. Like, I remember different times, you would get one game, I'd get another, and we'd beat them and then switch, before we take them back and stuff. Yeah,
because our local video store wasn't a Blockbuster. It was like a locally owned video store.
Yeah, Sights and Sounds.
Around, Sights and Sounds. Around Christmas break or Thanksgiving break for school, would do 5 games, 5 nights, $5.
Yeah.
And it was like, you might as well have been black tar heroin for us.
Oh, it was too. And I remember your mom used to take us on like Wednesday or Thursday before the rush, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'd have the games through, the weekend and a few days into the next week or whatever. And then, we'd have between us 10 different games.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
And we'd always grab those couple staples.
Sure, Mutant League Hockey
Mutant League Hockey, General Chaos.
Yep.
Pirates, shit like that. And then it would be like, well, let me try this.
Yeah.
Let me see if this is good. Let me try that.
Yep. All right, let's
the good old days.
Let's fill it out. Yeah. So that was always like such a such a treat because I don't think they ran that all the time. I think it was just sometimes.
A couple times a year they did it.
And when they did that, it was always like, oh, I have to go get games.
Yeah. It's such a good price right now. You'd have to. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
You remember that shitty pharmacy that used to be up the road from us that rented games, but they had games that no one else had?
Yeah, Farmore. Yep.
Yeah, Farmore. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird,
Yeah,
too.
they had like a spinner rack of games, basically, but you're right.
Yeah.
They had games that like nobody else around had.
Yeah.
So, cause I actually think I think that's where we used to get River City Ransom from.
I think you might be
you
right.
know, and then some other games like once we moved to the Super Nintendo, but yeah. It was also a nice backup for when Sights and Sounds didn't have something. Because I know we didn't really go to like Major Video, which was the other one that was right across the street for a while before Blockbuster. Right. So yeah.
Yeah. The good old days.
Nerds.
Yeah. I don't have that sound drop yet. God damn it.
Letting everyone down, Tony.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, so there you go. Listeners out there, what was cool when you were a kid?
Show me what you got.
Rick and Morty's always cool. They need to show me what you got alien head pop.
Yeah. One that makes sounds, though. I needed to say
that'd be
that.
awesome.
Show me what you got.
Yeah. And I want it says disqualified.
Yeah. Well, it could just say the same things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Just
true.
have like 2 or 3 catchphrases, whatever.
I don't know if we have that kind of technology.
We should.
I don't know. I'm talking to you through my television through the internet right now, but I don't know if they can put 2 sounds in a plastic head.
Yeah, right. Too difficult. Fair enough. Yeah, that's. Oh man, I can't. You know, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll go through and watch Rick and Morty again.
Well, I just convinced our friends Jesse and Michelle to start watching it, and they're younger than we are. I figured they'd be all over it. They've never seen it,
Yeah,
so they fell in love with it now.
nice.
And Jeannie and I just talked to Dev over the weekend, and he says he needs to watch it. He's never seen it either.
Yeah,
It's like, you son of a bitch. There's only 2 seasons. Watch them.
right. Exactly. I agree. I am 100% in support of this.
There's a great show, and season 3 is coming out, and then you finally understand Dick's out till Rick's out.
Right.
Jesus.
So good. So good.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that's what I was thinking is maybe that's what I'll do. Even though I've already watched it, and I was just saying I should watch new stuff instead. It's like, well, maybe I'll jump in and burn through Rick and Morty real quick.
Yeah, it's like orders Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like IT Crowd. Every once in a while, I'll just start watching it again because I love the show so much, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll probably
Which
do
is
that.
funny, listening to Bill Burr's latest couple podcasts, because he was in advertising for some streaming service. Oh, it's got to be that CISO, probably.
Probably.
He's like, the It Crowd. I'm like, goddamn, Bill Burr.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because whoever wrote the copy didn't put periods there.
Probably.
They
Yeah,
probably
he
just IT, and it's
Yeah.
to him it's it. So
Yeah, it's the It Crowd.
I know it's always fun when he does reads for something he has no knowledge of, like Loot Crate. That
Yeah, for sure.
you can tell he has no clue about any of that stuff. And
No clue.
Yeah.
Just reading whatever's on the paper.
yep, just pulling the old
Just
anchor
fine.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
just reading whatever's
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
prompter.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that, though, I guess. Yeah,
Not at all.
that CISO service is really interesting because it's all like comedy stuff. And I
Yeah.
see they've got like exclusive stand-up specials on there, and obviously they have shows that are exclusive, but it's like,
They got the entire run of Saturday Night Live now, too.
oh, do they? Wow, that's a big,
Yeah.
that's really surprising considering NBC owns part of Hulu. You would have
I don't
thought NBC would want to put that on their own thing, but
Yeah.
it's just really interesting seeing that because it's like there's a lot of stuff on there I'd really like to watch, but it's like I don't want to pay for another service.
Yeah.
It's like I say, all these people that talk about cutting cable and all that, and it's like, yeah, but now to get a lot of this stuff, you got to buy like 12 different services, and
Right.
by the time you add it up, you're not that far off of what cable costs, and it's like, So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. It's just too much when different services are each $10, Like I just can't.
Yeah. I mean, if each service is like 5, 4, whatever.
Yeah. Be a little easier.
that-
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Give it time.
Yeah. I know. It's the way I said it before. It's funny because, people griped because they couldn't get certain things. So then cable happened, and cable's like, oh, we have all these things in one place. And then people are like, oh, this is too much money. I'd rather, not pay for all of this stuff because I don't watch whatever. And now it's like, but now to watch all the stuff you want to watch, you pretty much are going to, I guess the upside to it is if you're spending the same money, you're probably picking only the stuff you want to watch really versus getting a bunch of channels you don't want with it. So maybe
Exactly.
maybe that's it. I don't know. But, people have been trying to do like an a la carte thing with cable for a long time, but it keeps getting blocked by various sources. I don't know.
Shitheads.
Yeah. It's also frustrating because, again, you got to have, like, for me to watch it on my TV, how do I watch CISO on my TV? I got to run it through my Apple TV off of my phone or off of my laptop, and it's, yeah.
It's kind of a pain, yes.
Yeah, so it's, there's that too, because I really don't watch a ton on my laptop. You know, I tend to still want to use my TV because my laptop is like a 17-inch screen. My TV is a 32-inch screen, you know, so
Right.
unless I hook it up via HDMI or something.
Yeah, that's kind of become my new thing. So I've told you my setup here.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when I'm in here working on the laptop, I'll put Netflix on the TV.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Right. And that's the only thing, you know, like I told you before, I used to watch stuff on my Mac because it was a 27-inch monitor. So, you know, it was like watching a TV. But after going to the laptop, I'm kind of like, I don't want to watch stuff. Although I do sometimes because I'll be doing something else. So I'll just go ahead and pull up, like you said, Netflix or something else off to the right. So I guess it's not as bad as I'm making it out to sound, but you know,
not terrible.
No, it's still kind of a pain in the ass. I'd like to be able to I hate having to have a ton of different apps and have to do all this other stuff. Like, I like my stuff in one place where I can just go to one spot and watch whatever I want to watch, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's really funny because, you know, like I said, it's like I just need like one app that will collect my other apps and then make it to where I can just, you know, go into that one app and use any of them. That would be convenient.
Well, it's like I'm pretty sure like Roku box.
Yeah.
If they in their newest, you know, version of it or whatever, like say you want to watch, I don't know, a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah.
Right. So you put in Jean-Claude Van Damme into search and it'll pull up every instance in all of your apps in that search.
Yeah. See, that's exactly
so you're
what I
not
was
bouncing around apps. You're like, I can watch this on Amazon or I can watch this on Netflix.
Okay.
Which is kind of slick.
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it's
closer.
getting there.
Yeah. That's why I said I figure it's just a matter of the growing pains of it all still being new, you know?
Yeah.
But, like I said, the other part of it too is I don't want to have to keep paying for another service and then another service and then another service, you know?
For sure.
It's just too much to stay on top of. Plus, you know, you got to make sure that your money's in there for them because I run into that from time to time.
Right.
So I'll be like, oh shit, I don't have enough in there to cover Hulu. You know, like, well, I guess I don't have Hulu for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so, whatever. I'm just being the old man griping at the new thing, I guess.
We are cranky old men at heart.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So, that's fine though. So yeah,
exactly.
All right. Well, that's all I got, man. I think we're going to put up a short show this week. So.
Oh, well, you know, that's fine for me. I'm ready to go to bed. So at least I'm not passing out on the show.
Right.
Yeah. That's a bonus.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess as always, you know, we'll invite you to go to saltylanguage.com and check out all the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears Tony's putting into it. And, while you're there, you know, if you happen to shop on Amazon, there's a link at the bottom of the page. If you'd swing by there and click on that first, then shop away as normal. They throw a little chip of money our way, and then you know, it doesn't cost you anything extra except for a couple extra seconds of your time. And also, while you're on there, we have the networks that we're part of, such as the Tangent Bound Network, on the Geek Life Radio podcast list. And
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment, man, that was a pregnant pause, man. I thought that baby was coming out. So pregnant.
So pregnant.
But yeah, so please go check out those networks. You know, because they're good folks doing.
It's the right thing to do.
And the tasty way
God
to do
damn it.
Oh, all right. I thought you were doing a little Wilford Brimley there.
Not this time. We already talked enough Brimley.
You're right.
We have to beat us.
So true. Check out the enthusiasts, you know, that we've done, the conversations we've had with various other people. Most recent one was Mark of Tangent Bound Network, which was...
That was a good one.
Good fun talk. Yep. And like Tony said, hopefully here before too long, you know, we'll be throwing a new one up of their shenanigans in Cincinnati.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely have a look at those. And All our social media links are on there. Make sure you go check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to that. Tony's been tossing up the little sweet and salty language videos we've been doing. Or we've done, whichever.
So his last one's it's a wee bit late, but that's because I fucked up and started working on the wrong video first.
That's all right, though. We never made a promise.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. So, but there's already, 3 up?
Yeah, there's 3 up.
Okay,
yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, go check those out. And, our show's also on there if you ever want to just listen to it through YouTube. You can check that out also. And, like I said, all the other social media links are on the website if you need them. Or if you want to contact us, you can hit us up on, Twitter at salty_language. I'm at Stunami.
I am at Monotony. Or, we also, you can hit us up on, Snapchat, salty_language on the snappers.
I'm at Ninjitsu.
And,
Instagram, I think, is where you usually go.
Oh, yeah, salty language Instagram.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Brian.
Tony posted, a couple videos from, the Cincinnati trip on there. I think, right? Or did you just go live? Do those post on the page or no?
They should post on the page.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't look, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, follow that if you want to. And, I think, like I said, other than that, they're all up on the website if you want to follow us everywhere. If you use iTunes, if you could, please leave us a review. Make sure you subscribe to us also, if you could. And, 'cause that helps us out, when people are looking for new podcasts and whatnot. And then if you're using, something else like Stitcher or, other apps that have like a like or a share button, please use those if you could. 'Cause again, same reason, helps, move us up the ladder a little bit so we get noticed a little easier. And,
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that's it, yo.
Alrighty.
So until next time, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Just not too many beers. you won't be fine, I guarantee it.
And remember, you gotta eat your meat gum.
Meat gum. Well, you know what happens if you don't eat your meat gum?
What's that?
Demolished.